Sorry, I had to go 2 seconds. I hope you'll be back in. I really don't know what's going on with the sound.
Oops. Oh, let's try this. Ok. Si je le mets sur le côté comme ça. It's really a bummer because I cannot test without you being there. Ok, mais je sais, on va faire avec, c'est comme la dernière fois. Okay, but at least, là c'est bon. Okay, so I think that my speaker is under and it was right onto my stand. Oh, actually I have to change that. Yeah. Okay, you were seeing my wall behind. Okay, so the sound is good now? Parce que I think the speaker was right under and my support was on it. Okay, so problem solved. Let's start. So you're gonna need 2 blocks, and it could be blocks, obviously, you know that by now, and a stick, your broomstick. So with me, always get used, like some of you have been taking the class for a while, so get used to have maybe a stick nearby because you never know when you're gonna need it. Okay? Good, c'est bon? Okay, so we're going to simply start in a sitting position. So it could be cross-legged, kneeling over a block, you choose, or sitting directly onto your heels. So we're just going to start cars with the neck. So you're going to try to catch your trapezius as much as you can. Oh, we all have technology again. I keep forgetting that. My name is MJ, so welcome everybody. This is a yoga sculpt. Well, put it in there. So catch your shoulder blades if you can, or as far as you can behind your back. And then you let the spine round a little bit, bring the chin in, and all the movement you want to make, you want to go to the maximum range of motion. So let's turn to your right. And as if your chin was leading, making the biggest circle, trying to look back. And then look up. Good. And all the way around, try to look back on your left side. And let's do that one more time. We'll do just 2 times, each side. Keep your core really, really strong. Go far, far, far back. And up. And to the side. Good. And we're going to simply change the arm. So whatever was under is going on top. I'm already hot in here. Phew. So chin in, and then let's go to the side, and up, breathe, and down, good, up, you hear some cracking sometimes, good, and release. So same movement with the head, but we're going to be in all 4, but with the all 4, I'm going to ask you to round a little bit the upper spine, okay? So we're going right here, so you push, protraction, and go chin in, and then go slowly to the side. Try to look back behind you, and then start lifting to the side, right in front of you. Keep pushing in the hand, let the spine, upper spine be rounded, look back to the other side, and then one more time like this. Good. Lift, 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 and to the side. Good. We push your hand if you felt that you fell down between your shoulder blades. And then let's do the other side. Chin in, deep in, and going to left. Good. So getting into the spine, the neck before we start moving. Good. And release. Very good. So from here, we already are going to get the stick. And I like to go into the mermaid. I found that's a very good stretch for the spine, the side. So here you're going to take your stick, and I'm on my right sit bone, right side, and then leaning to the side. To my left, push the stick away. Good. Breathe. So first, just settle into it. Look where your head is, find if there's a better angle for it where you can feel the spine really stretching. And then the first step, we're going to move just the stick to the other side. And in this way, you can use it to push into the stick and then change side and then reach the stick away. Okay? You can also do it without the stick. So usually I do it just lifting right on my shin bone. We'll do that after. But you know that the stick is always there if you need some assistance, if the knees are not comfortable working the quads at this angle. It's nice to have some support. Or basically going forward like this and then changing. Okay? So now we're moving into it. So you know that you can have the hands moving forward, you can have the stick helping you, or you can go without help of the stick. And now we're going to tuck the tail, lift up, and then sit other side and side bend. Good. And slowly lift up. Any amount, any variation is good. And then side bend. So that's a lot of work for the knees, at the ankle joint too, at the spine. We go slowly with that. Tuck the tail, so you're not swinging with the shoulders. And then side. We're going to do it one more time like this. Good. Now stay on this side, and we're going to add some twist here. Continue with the neck and the spine. So you're going to bring your stick down. So you're looking, so I'm on my left sitting bone, I'm turning my head to the right. Now, stay twisted like this. Just turn the head to the left. Now follow the stick, the upper body, the shoulders. Turn the head first to the right, and then follow with the stick. Good. Head first, and turn. Try to stay lifted with the spine. Head turn, and spine. One more time. Head, and spine. Good. Come back center, lift yourself up, and now switch side. Good, so we start with the stick, low to the side, lift the spine, turn the head first, and then follow with the spine and the stick. Turn the head, and good. Head, I'm getting a cramp in my toes. And turn. Head. Turn, one more time. Head, and turn, finishing the circle, head, and turn. Good. Come back center. We'll keep the stick. Now sit back, and then going into bear pause at first. Okay? So any amount here, if holding the stick making you uncomfortable because you're kind of leaning back, work different angle here. The hands could be back. The feet could be as close as you can stand along spine, otherwise maybe a little bit further away. Okay? So from here, the stick in front if you have it, and then really turn the toes out, push with the knees out, but the focus when I say knees pulling out is actually the glutes getting engaged here. So pull your stick apart, and then press, and then like squeezing the glutes. So we've seen those movements before, just adding this stick this time. Good. And just holding, keep squeezing, 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 pulling the stick apart. Keep the belly really, really, really strong. Good. Hold. So we want to come back to that intention of really engaging your glute the whole time. You know, like I'm really fanatic about that. So we're not making the movement happening into the spine, but more like a support of the glute. Okay, so leave the stick in front of you for now. Reach the hands. So I was taking Vanessa's class this week, and she called this the Charlie's Angels, and I really like it. So, yeah, Charlie's Angels hand. And then we're going to twist to the right. Okay, so as you do it, keep trying to stay really wide with your position until you're going to close that in. Lift the spine, reach the hands away. Make a big detour with the hands, going to help you to really keep the spine active up, and we're going to change and switch. And again, open, go slow, switch. You can do both legs at the same time, but I like to go a little bit more one leg first so that I can work wide and I can work the glute, especially the medius one, help me to open fully and resisting with the other one before it starts moving. Just a few more like this, okay? You can do this version, so it doesn't have to be complicated, you know, like if you need a little bit more time to warm up into the hips. Good. Squeeze the glute when you're like pushing up. gonna help you to lift that spine. Squeeze, stay here, and then 10 little squeeze with that back glutes. I'm on my left glute squeezing. And we go squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how it makes everything moving. 6, 7, 8, 9, et 10. On change de côté. Good. Same thing here. So that's supporting the spine. It's moving the hips. So it's important to activate them. And we have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back center. And then from here, turn into all 4. Good. Tuck your toes under. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, first downward facing dog. Go slow. Okay, hi everybody. So for a moment, I'm just gonna take the comments off. Turn off commenting so that we can see well. Okay. Okay, so from here, downward facing dog. And then you're gonna lift your right leg up. Bring the knee to the nose. Back to sky. And as you go to sky, squeeze that right glute, keep the ribcage in, keep the belly in. To the nose. Again, up to the nose. Last time, up. Come into a plank pose, one leg plank pose. Hold that right leg, notice where you are in space. So squeezing the hip center, point the tailbone, don't let the right hip fall. Bring the left knee down, keeping the all 4. Tuck the tail more than you think so that you're only firing up your right glute here. Hold that. One more breath here. As you exhale, step the foot forward. You're going to take your stick. So some movement that we've seen before. Continue stretching a little bit here, but with awareness with the spine. So low lunge. You keep your stick behind the shoulders, not at the neck place. You don't want to push in your cervical, so make sure it's at the shoulder, okay, upper shoulder blade. And then from here, you're just going to come forward. It's going to help you not to round here. When you think of the stick, you want to keep the heart open. Good. Come back up. Come back forward again. This time twist, but try not to let the stick move from diagonal onto your mat like this. This is not a twist. This is a side bend. So use the stick to have the left stick going down, the right stick going up. That is your twist. Come back and up. Good. Forward and again. Twist. Belly stays in. You may squeeze your left glute here. Come back and up. One more time. Down. Good. So here I can play, trying to use the vision, the corner of my eyes to see where my stick is. And then coming back center, stay forward with the spine and start lengthening the front leg. Hopefully you have some good cushion under the knee there. It's going to be more comfortable. Forward, so let the heart open, retract the shoulder blades back, and then start lengthening the front leg. And again, 3 more times. Exhale as you go back. Breathing forward. Exhale back. Forward. And last time back. Good. Come back up. Now take your stick inside of your thigh. Opposite hand, okay, of your front knee. Opposite hand of your front knee is holding the stick. I'm going to scoop my shoulder in front of the stick and try to push it back. Okay? So you might feel that you're going to stay a little bit twisted to the left, but try to push it back and getting a good stretch into the shoulders, into your side. Head is lifted. Go side. Good. Breathe. And then you can always play a little bit with some movement with the head, searching. Have a good angle here to stretch a little bit more, different part. Good. Et relâche. On prend son bâton, on l'amène au sol. Recule, planche. Knees down, descending. Chaturanga, first version could be on your knees. Baby cobra, breathe in. And then from here, turn your palms up and then facing the shoulder, but squeezing the elbows in, squeezing the shoulder blades down. Bring the hands to the floor, full up dog, or you stay with baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. And keeping your core strong, you left glute engaging to lift that leg, so you're not swinging it from your back. Knee to nose. Breathe. Back to sky and to nose. Back again and nose. One more to your nose, and then plank pose. Coming with three-legged plank pose. See again, you can twist the hips a little bit. Look one time, then lift that head like the head is going to the ceiling. Lift between your shoulder blade. Tuck the tail more than you think. Really engage here. And now bring the right knee down. Hold that. Breathe. So reset the pelvis. One more breath. Exhale, lunge the foot forward. And now you can take your stick and place it behind the shoulders. So first, just coming forward, and then always with the head not sliding forward, but more back and up. Squeeze your right glute this time. Coming forward, now twisting in the corner of your eyes. You see where your stick is. Good. Try up and down and center. So working with your abdominals here to keep the spine long and twisting without bending to the side. And up. Use your front heel to come back up. Your glutes squeezing to lift that spine. Good. We have two more. Good. Forward. Twist. Up. Last time. Good. And up. Very good. And then from here, we're going, stay forward. And then going into our half Umanasana. And forward inhale. Stay loaded on the front leg. And then reach back. Push with the sitting bone. You don't need to lock that front knee. You can have your front toes also lifted. So it's a choice. Good. And two more. Back. Push those sitting bones. Keep your core engaged. Your heart lifted. Shoulders open. Let's go for one more. Back. Very nice. And now coming up into your low lunge. So we're going to go with the stick inside of the thigh. Opposite hand of your front thigh is catching the stick. You scoop your shoulder from inside of the stick around the stick and then push it back. Push it back. Any amount, so I'm lifting my stick. It doesn't touch the floor here. Any amount, you're trying to lengthen that arm. Good. Belly in. Squeeze the glutes. And then any movement here, searching for more opening. Slowing down the breath. Keep the head lifted. Good. Oh, this is one of my favorite stretch. I really love it. Good. And release. Bring the stick simply to the front of the mat. Step back, plank pose. Descend, chaturanga, your variation. I keep doing mine on the knees, tucking the tailbone under, feeling supported. Turn your palms towards you. Lift into baby cobra. Squeeze the elbows in, point the tailbone. And then hands going back to the floor. Full up dog, go stay with baby cobra. Breathe in. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. So lift your right leg up to sky. Engage to your glute. Knee to your nose first. Exhale. Back to sky. To the right elbow. Exhale. Back to sky. To the left elbow. Back to sky. Good. Coming into a plank, one leg plank pose. So keep again the right leg bent, the right leg straight, but the hips square. And now here, just move the knee in and back. Tuck the tail, tuck the tail. Knee in and back. Again, knee in and back. Let's go two more. Watch the pelvis. Tuck that tail more than you think. One more. Good. Three-legged down dog and then swing the foot forward. For a lunge, so we're going to start slowly here with the stick again. Bring your arm over, and then the hands, not the hands, but the stick behind the shoulders. Good. Tranquillement, on avance vers l'avant. So you're loading your front leg. Watch it that you don't hang on the right. So squeeze the right sitting bone to the center. Lift the top of your left hip up as you bring it a little bit forward. Feel engaged in your core. Good. Bring yourself up. The back leg could be bent, okay? Forward, load the front leg. Now twist. Twist, again, the same intention. So you don't have your lower stick facing the corner of the mat. It's really down and the right side is really up. Center and come up. One more like this. Good. Center, squeeze. Don't drop into your hips. Be mindful. Move slowly. Forward and up. And again. Forward. Twist. Belly in. I need to readjust here a little bit. Reconnect with the core, with the rib cage. Forward and up. One more like this. Down. Good. And forward. From here, pyramid. Lengthen the front leg without locking that knee like this. Okay, a little soft. Push more with the sitting bones back. Engage the core. Good. And then from here, lift up. We're going to try to lift on the front heel as well, on the front toes. So lift that front heel. Down. Forward, pyramid. Whoops. And up. Squeeze the inner thighs. Lift. And forward. Good. Up. Lift. Good. Two more. Up. Lift. Woohoo! I missed it on the ankle here. See how I'm turning to the baby toe side? I'm trying to squeeze the ankle, staying centered. So when you come up, you press deeply onto the big toe mound, not letting the heel or the ankle sway to the side. And then come down. Reach the stick down. Step back. Plank pose. Descending chaturanga. Set the shoulders back. Strong core. Baby cobra with the palms facing upward towards your shoulders. And then resetting for another back bend. Breathe in when you're ready. And then exhale down. Good. And lift your left leg up to sky. Stay connected to the glute, to the core. Knee to the nose first. Exhale. Back to sky, breathe. So not just swinging, connecting to the left elbow. Back to sky, breathe. On arch that spine to the opposite elbow. Good. Come back with one leg plank pose. Hold again. By moving your hips, you're going to know where you are in space. Try to make it, look if you need, square. And then 5 times. Knee in, not moving those hips. And back. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstring a little bit. And back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. From here, step it forward. Catch your stick on the way. Place it behind the shoulders. Back leg could be bent so you can lift the front pelvis more. Load forward, pressing into your heel. Take a moment to set your pelvis and then come back up. Et encore une fois, vers l'avant, cœur ouvert. And forward. Woohoo! Vers l'avant. 3. Good. Squeezing those glutes. 4. Again. And up. Good. Now coming forward 5 times. Twist. You might notice it's a little bit harder on one side. You can use your hands to push against the stick, helping you to connect with the core. And then forward. Come up. Forward. Twist. Slow. Squeeze the left sitting bone to the right. And surge a bit in your twist. Center and up. If it's too much with the stick, you can have the hands in prayer position at the front. And I'll be doing it also, opening the heart into the hands. Let's do one more. I think this is the 5th one. Good. And engage. Good. And slowly from here, lengthen the front leg without locking that knee. Lift yourself up fully. And now lift on the ball of both feet fully. Down. Fold. Up. Squeezing the glute when you come up. So when you come forward or up, there's no roundness into the spine. Squeeze here and up. Continue squeezing and lift. 2 more. Forward. Squeeze those glutes. In, and up. So then you know you don't need to go that far. Thinking more about long spine and being engaged than trying to just stretch the hamstring and fall into it. Good. And down. So bend the leg. Reach the stick over and down. Step back, plank pose. Knees down or not. Chaturanga. Baby cobra. Palms facing up. Then return down. Your back bend on the next inhale when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Breathe. Good. Lift your right leg up to sky. And then coming into one leg plank pose. Set the pelvis, not too high with the hips. Take a look briefly. Reset. Knee to the chest, not moving. We're not rounding here. Okay, so we're just moving the femur bone. Basically, everything else is staying steady. 5 times. 3, 2. Well, that's 4. 1, same thing. Good. And now bring the left knee down. So bring your right toes down, and I'm going to make a circle with that right leg. Trick here, you're going to keep your right hand on the floor, left hand to the pelvis. You can always check your pelvis from under where your hips bone or place. We're trying not to turn the right hip up. Okay, that's going to be the trick. So we need to move to the side. We need a bit more space here. So you're on left knee, right hand. Start pointing your back foot and make a circle. And then try to go, pointing as high as you can. And then obviously, if you had your left hand, it would want to do that. Whoops. And then you would have the space. Okay, so try to see the difference here. So knees a little bit more wide. And then on your right hand, on your left knee, make half circle like this with your right leg. Keep your core really strong. You should feel your outer glute. I want 10 total. Can you count 10? How's this one? Good. 10, and then going, when you're done your 10, coming into 3-legged downward facing dog. Breathe in, and now step the foot forward. Crescent lunge, rise up, no stick this time, just reach. Good. Coming forward, hands to heart, lean forward, not touching the elbow, but you want to twist towards your knee as if you're about to rest, but don't stay. Come back up, reach. Warrior 2. Good. And then coming into goddess, turn your heels in, sit down. Hands behind the head. Imagine you have the stick. You could also do it with the arms like you had the stick. And then we're going to go side bend to your right. And up. Side bend to the right. And up. If your spine is too much forward, come a little bit higher here. And then work on squeezing your glutes. So as we ask you to open the knees out, it's basically just squeezing the glutes. Okay? Continue. Side. And I'm losing count here, but we're going to go for about 10. So I suspect that we have 3, 2, hopefully it's that, and 1. Come back up, turn towards warrior 2, reach, reverse, and back. Good. Hands down, step back, plank, chaturanga, descending. Baby cobra, turn your palms facing you. Exhale, replace the palms. Inhale, second back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Come back, forward. Hold your plank, then lift your leg. We're only moving from the knee, or the femur, sorry. Reach back. And 3. 2. No, that would be 4, sorry. 5. Good. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Reach it back. and I'll place the knee on the ground. Back foot is touching the floor. Let me swipe that foot out of my face. Okay, donc, you see, you can start back, you can have the knees a little bit wider, so your weight is on the right knee and the left hand. That's it. And now you make a circle, pointing your foot out. I need more space here. As high as you can. Back. Good. 10 times. Too much stuff here. Okay? So count your 10 times. No 2 hands on the floor. I really need that space there. Good. Cat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, et 10. Good. From here, 3-legged downward facing dog. If you need more time, take it and step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Rise up. Good. Bring the hands to heart. Lean forward and a twist without hooking. Left hip back, please. Top of your right hip trying to come up. Load by moving forward, obviously, but really pressing into your heel. And then come back up, warrior 2. Good. And then shifting the feet. And then coming into goddess. Oh, chaud. Okay, so hands behind the head or in cactus, sit low, squeeze your glutes. Really strong, 10 times to the side, squeeze the waist. Make sure you're not turning towards the floor. Really go just side bend. Like you want to bring the shoulder to the thigh. 4, 5, keep squeezing the glutes, trying to press the outer edge of your feet. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back up, turn warrior 2, and then forward plank pose. Coming down, slowly, your variation of flow all the way to downward facing dog. Good. Okay. From here, you're going to step right foot, left foot forward. Halfway up, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Rise to sky. Inhaling. Good. Okay. So here we're going to step the left toes right behind the heel. And we're going to try to sit as low as possible. Okay, so kind of doing a squat, but on one leg and on one toes. Okay, so we can do that, or as low as you're comfortable. Come up, 1. Now both feet down, moving forward like you're doing a super mini pyramid, but please don't get here. Okay, here I'm not working my glutes. I have to have that straight spine, working the glutes. I'm totally loaded when I'm doing this right now. Okay, so if it means that you have to go just like a 45-degree angle, fine. No problem. Okay? And now come back up, squeeze in, lift that back heel, sit down. Now we're going to do it with a bit of a pace. Come up, squeeze. So it's not a stretch for the hamstring. Learning to work with the glutes. It should be firing up. And up. Forward. And 4. 5. If you need to go slower and study your movement, do that. Really strong. Really strong. Don't hang to the side. Equal work with both hips. 6. Good. Set. Forward. So when you come forward, feel like the tailbone wants to start the movement, squeezing out the glute. 8. Good. 9. 10. Okay. From here, feet together, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift the heels up. Don't let the ankles move out or the heels move out. Whoops. There was a funny sound in my ear. Let me check, stay in. So I just want to double check. Tell me if you're still there. Because there was something in my AirPods, so I don't know if it's still working. Okay. So, slowly from here, lift. Hold it a little bit more. Tailbone down. We're going to go a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Maybe a squat, a form of a squat. So, feet open, feet together, form of a squat. Anything you can do here. Good. Any amount. Take another breath in to Uttanasana, forward fold. Good. Halfway up, lengthen. Bend the knees if you need. Engage core. And then exhale, fold. Rise up from the tailbone, from the squeeze of the glute. Use that when you come up. Good. And now we're going to step the right toes behind. Same thing here. So you lift the back heel, sit down, and up, forward fold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Find it. It's happening. Down, 2, and fold. Push back a little bit. 3. Good. And fold. And 4. Fold. Squeeze. 5. 6. 7. Squeeze. 8. Move slow until you feel that you're mastering the movement, and then you can always be engaged with the proper muscle before you start moving fast. The pace that counts is definitely not important. Always quality, you know that. Good. And up. Perfect. And then from here, step the feet together, coming right away with the heels up, heels up, heels up. So kind of a mountain, but on the heels, reach your arms up. They could be in front for more balance. Hold that. You want to have strong ankles, steady ankles. So you shouldn't be turning on the baby toe side. You want to feel like your inner thighs are squeezed in. Your front of the ankles squeeze in, but not the heels. It's a bit different here. Now sit towards Utkatasana, but the heels up. Let it tuck up the tailbone. Good, and it's a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower, and then your variation of a squat. Anything goes. Breathe. Remember, I think we were holding the mat last time. You can pull the mat forward, might help you to be in that squat. Good, and then slowly, Uttanasana, forward fold, lift those hips. Place your blocks, so we're going to need them. So place your block, I'm going to take my stick out. Place the block just under. Your hands come to half Uttanasana. And then start with a high stand with the block. Okay, so it's going to help you to do the transition from standing split to pistol squat. Good, so once we have it, bend the knees if you need to have a straight spine and really engage in the core. So you shouldn't feel arched because you're over flexible or rounded because you feel a little bit short in the hamstring right now. So adjust. Good. Breathe. Keep the spine reaching forward. Now keep the weight on the heel. Notice if the toes tend to grip, and then because the weight is too much forward, move back. Good. Once you have that, just reach the hands back. Notice if you're overdoing with the sitting bones, just a little bit under. Squeeze the glute already so the core can have room to be engaged. Breathe. Good. From here, lunge your left foot back. Good. Hold that. Heel is up. Good. Reach your arms up, inhaling. As you exhale, hands down to your blocks, standing split. Lift the left leg up without shifting it to the right. That means that you're hanging into your right hip. Okay, so left top hip up. Squeeze your right glute. From here, take the block a little bit forward. If you need it for a pistol squat, we'll do the variation on the toes. So come on your right toes. Knee are bending, left knee's bending, and then reach it forward. So now I'm on my right heel. You can do that. So use your block, any amount to help you to do the transition. From here, push into the block, push into the foot, and then lift up, standing split. Good. And then back again. Lift your front heel first without sinking into your ankle, and then scoop the foot forward. We're good. And up. And heel down. And heel up. Forward, knees are bending, then you stretch. And again, come up, heel down, lift the left leg. And again, lift the heel first. Don't sway on your ankle. Keep it straight. Move the hips square. Forward. That's about 5. And back. Lunge it back. Crescent lunge. Starting to be sweaty here. That's not sticking. Good. Reach up. And now slowly we're going to move to pistol squat, standing split, and Ardha Chandrasana. All that. So forward, standing split. Lift the heel or not. So if you're good to do it on your full foot, go for it. Okay? You can keep the block close. If you need, or hands on the floor, you choose. Come back up, standing split. Bend the standing leg. And then here with a hand on the block, turn the hip for Ardha Chandrasana. You gotta squeeze your right glute here. One more breath in. Keep the squeeze of the glute, warrior 2. Slowly back. Reverse. Back to Ardha Chandrasana. So forward, step a little bit forward. Squeeze everything under. Good. As you turn your left hip down, you connect the right sitting bone away, reaching back. From here, pistol squat. Any variation. Good. And again, up, push to the heel. Reach up. We'll do just 3 of that. Slowly bend the front knee. Turn, not falling on your ankle. Warrior 2, slow transition. Reverse. And up. Good. Step forward a bit. Ardha Chandrasana. Find it. You can be floating it. Then turn towards standing split. Feel the hips adjusting, supportive. And then pistol squat. Any amount. And up. Standing split. Step all the way back. Hands down. Step back plank. Knees down, descend, chaturanga. Good. Baby cobra, palms facing up. Exhale, hands down. Breathe in, second back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And then stepping your left foot forward. And then right foot. Take the block under your hand. Half mountain. Good. Or Uttanasana, sorry. Coming up. Okay. So from here, make sure the weight is on the heels. And then we're just going to go to the pistol squat. So you lift the back leg, lift on your toes. Bend the knees together and then scoop your right leg forward. And then we go up. I'm allowing you to obviously use your hands to help you to push, but gradually involve working the legs, the glutes, and then slowly come up. So that it's just getting lighter and lighter with the hands on the block. Lift, go through. Good. And up. Strong. Again. Okay. And now from here, you can try to go with the whole foot down or stay on your toes. Okay, that's good. And then from here, push in the heel or the toes. Lift up. Bend the front knee. Turn the hips. Okay, so it's your left glute squeezing. Your top leg is strong as well. Slowly going into warrior 2. Doesn't have to go far because we're just going back into Ardha Chandrasana, so don't overdo it. Lean forward, firm the back leg, root to the front heel, lift, floating, whoop, back. Slowly turn towards your standing split, not hanging in your left hip. From here, on the heel or on the toes, pistol squat. Okay. Again, push in that front heel, lift up, turn. Any amount with the leg bend is good. Slowly transfer, learning to have slow transition, reverse, and forward. Again, Ardha Chandrasana, losing the control here. And slowly turn, hips square, hands down, pistol squat. Good, and up, reach back, and down, plank pose. Step back, going through your flow. When your flow is done, come into all four. So we're going to do one last exercise to really finish those gluteus medius, if you may. Okay, so we're going to open the knees out. So it's going to be a bit like the exercise we did before, but we're going to stay on the side. Okay, so here the knees are a little bit wide. And then you bring your hands down. Now you stay only on your right hand and then extend the right leg out. Okay? Any amount, and you might not lift at all or just a little, and it's fine. It's just to really squeeze that right glute. So from here, you're going to try to squeeze the glute and lift the leg out. Ooh, 1. Ooh, 2. Not that much. 3. 4. I hope you feel that. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woohoo! And back. Knees a little bit open. Okay? And then going with the foot, left foot to the side. I'm on my left hand. Engage the core. And I start trying to squeeze and then lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, et 10. Oh, thank you very much. And then child pose. Sit back, stretch. Ça va? Kiss Travel. I love that name. Ok. Donc, on va revenir s'asseoir. Or actually, come into a squat. So, if squat is not your thing, you know you have support, you use as much support as you need, okay? So, and then even from there we can work something. This is just for fun, so I like the squat. Please do not fall like this. If you're falling, you see the ankles falling in like this, knees falling in, you need to elevate yourself and stay there and work with that, and that's plenty. If your squat is open with the arch and lifted into the spine, you can, if you want, have inner rotation. So we're going opposite way of what we've been doing. Inner rotation of the knee falling in and back, falling in and back out, falling in. Good, and you can do this, okay? So you can do just that. There's always option, different thing. It's not important to do something that's too weird for the body, that doesn't agree with. Find a variation. Okay, I wasn't comfortable with that movement a few months ago. Now it's something I'm okay with. I built it up. Good. And release, hands back. Now you can sit back. Okay. So where are we at with this? C'est comme do. It's going to be time to stretch here. So you're going to have your just heels in front of each other like this. Then you can always sit with some support under, blocks of blanket or anything you have. And then we're going to move forward just a little bit. Okay? If the knees bend like this doesn't work, you have variation. Maybe that one leg could be lengthening, or you could have your sitting pigeon, working on something different, that's fine. slowly bring yourself back up, just changing the order of the legs. And forward. Not the same each side. Good, and then slowly bring yourself back up, and you can lie down on your back. Hug the knees in. Whoops. And open up for happy baby. And release, and going just swaying the knees side to side. And then come back, center, lift your right leg up, and then from here externally rotate your leg, and then place, if you can, the foot just in front of the thigh but not touching the thigh. Okay, and then up, and again, externally rotate and bend, up, turn 3, good, turn, bend, 4, and last one. From here you catch your knee and pull it in. Slowing down the breathing. Quiet down now. And release. Feet down, lengthen your left leg. Turn out and bend, resisting from touching your thigh. Up, breathe in. Turn out. Exhale, breathe in, exhale, 2 more, turn, last one, and catch your right knee, chin stays in. And release, hug both knees in. Let it sway side to side. And then if you want to continue with a Shavasana here, you lengthen, stay quiet. I'm going to actually stay here for about a minute together. If you know you're going to stay longer, you can shut down your device. And deep breath in if you want to come out. Exhaling. Moving slowly as you transition out. And I want to wish you a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for showing up. enjoy the day outside. It's going to be gardening for me today. I got a new tree, hydrangea, gift from my boyfriend. So really happy about that. So that's my fun time. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Let me see, the elastic is over here. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Puis je vous donne des gros becs. Puis on se voit bientôt à la semaine prochaine. Bye bye.